Pisces, hello, thanks for joining me. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Joe. For those of you that do, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. We're going to talk about March 2021, money, career, work, finances, abundance, prosperity, whatever spirit and the cards bring out. Hopefully I can interpret that into a message that fits into your current circumstances, okay? But it's not going to be for everybody, can't be. So if it's not for you, just leave it. There's always another message down the road that might be better suited for you, okay, in your circumstances. So, but we're going to talk about what's happening, what's maybe things are affecting your work and career and finance and money, or maybe there's big changes that you're going through. So we'll talk about that and see what's happening. So we're going to pull an oracle card, a spirit guide message, and then tarot cards, and we're going to talk about what's the theme of things for you in March. All right, Pisces. As a side note, as I shuffle the cards and pull them out, I want to just let everybody know that I have decided to do away with YouTube memberships. It was too cumbersome, didn't like the way it worked. The mechanics of it were not very good, so I'm migrating to Patreon. With that said, I'm in a pre-launch for Patreon right now. About the 15th of March, I will be doing extended readings. So if that interests you, the first 40 people during the pre-launch right now to either join tier 2 or 3 will get a free mini reading from me after a month. And if you enjoy extended readings, I will be posting those on Patreon from now on. A lot of people were not getting the extended readings I was posting on YouTube memberships, and I had enough of it. So I'm not doing that anymore. I'm migrating that to Patreon. So anyway, enough of that. We're going to talk about the message for you for March 2021. You have some interesting cards already. Nice. I'm telling you, I've had the wheel or the world in almost every reading. It doesn't matter what deck I use, and it just keeps coming out. Look at that. This is beautiful. Yep. Nine of Swords. Okay, you're this is nice. So whether this is basically this could be when I record this reading mid-February. It could be when you're watching it. It could be what you've been going through. This Nine of Swords, it's that energy, that feeling of anxiety. Did I make the right decision, or is this opportunity going to come through for me? What do I do? Is this are there any changes coming for me? It could be about any number of things that's causing you anxiety. You're not getting the best sleep. You haven't been feeling the best. It might even affect your health a little bit, your emotional well-being, mental well-being too. It's like having a lot of worry being placed upon you. And so that's kind of either where you are coming from or you're getting out of. But this is an amazing reading. There's an interesting turn of events here for you, Pisces. So first of all, you have the Blessed card. If you're going through that worry and that grief and that fear and that unknown, if it's weighing down on you, let it go, because you have a blessing of good things to come for you. And really, it's quite cool, because you have a blessing, a Celtic blessing from Spirit Guide message here, a blessing of senses that gift the world to you. So you're being gifted with being able to make some very good choices and decisions moving forward. You're going to have, this is a lot about having a high level of intuition that's going to bring really the good things in life and the good things in the world at your doorstep. It doesn't mean everything comes at once, but it means that you're going to make some very good decisions and choices, and that if you're in some fear or worry, or if you coming out of that fear or worry, let it go, because ultimately your reading ends with the Sun, okay? And I love that. The Fool, a new beginning, brings a very, very happy fresh start in your life. And so I kind of wanted to jump ahead and just point that out. So let's talk about things. So that I do feel that things have been very difficult for you over the last year, most likely. I mean, it has been for a lot of people. But you have the Page of Cups and the Six of Cups here. I think that you're communicating to somebody that you care about very much, about how things have affected maybe a relationship with the Page of Cups and the Six of Cups. It's affected things maybe in kind of a negative way. Maybe it's you've kind of suffered with just being very short, not very understanding, not very patient, or maybe it's just placed a lot of strain in your very close personal life. And so I think that you're kind of I think that you're just trying to open back up to somebody in your life you're very close to, because this has been a very difficult time. It's held you back in some areas of your life, but you're being released now. So you're kind of you're kind of looking back at the good times with somebody that's very important to you, very close to your heart, as a matter of fact. And I think that you're just trying to be kind of a little bit playful, like you're trying to lighten up a little bit, because I think you've realized that you've been so strained and so serious that you kind of forgot who you are. And so I feel the Page of Cups is you're trying to lighten up, and you're trying to communicate with somebody that's very important to you, because you feel like this is somebody you're close to, but you might feel like you're far away, or you've kind of lost touch with one another. So this brings a lot of change into your life. The Queen of Swords. I think that you get finally, this is your chance to make some decisions that maybe some people don't like around you, and that's okay, because I think you're making some choices and decisions that are really going to benefit you moving forward. You might have been giving too much to a situation that's taking away from your finances and your personal life, and I think it's setting you up to be very practical and very determined. Like you are getting out of this bad time with a renewed sense of hope for the future. The King of Cups is here. This is you offering the very best of you into your situation. I feel like this is a recommitment to your personal life, if you're romantically involved, and it's toward your work life, your career. Who is important to you? Ultimately you're working for yourself when it comes to working and bringing in resources, but you're most likely working for people in your life, and providing for people. And I think that you're really recommitting yourself to go towards some things, some changes, some things to get you out of that that uncertainty that you've been living in. And I think simply because you change your attitude, you have a change of heart, a change of mind, to be very very focused about you, your life, your well-being, your finances, and those that are very, very closest to you, that you love and care about. I think because you're focused on that unit, it makes kind of the difference in changing things in your life and having a change in direction, because I think that you kind of got lost in like the drama and uncertainty of life as a whole, and it's kind of been a drag. And so you've been disconnected from some people, and now you're forming new connections with people that are still in your life, and you're getting out of like that. You're getting out of that mindset that, well, I've lost a lot during this time with the Five of Pentacles. I mean, that's kind of like where you're coming from. You've lost a lot. You've been strained quite a bit. And I think you've made up your mind and just are saying, you know what, it's only money. It's just money. Money is energy. And money comes, money goes. And I think you're letting go of this emotional tie to money, and that's releasing you in a big way. No longer are you tied to some emotional attachment to the things in the past that have caused a lot of problems, because I think you're seeing that, I survived this anyway, so why did I put so much emphasis on what's happening when things are out of my control? And all you're doing is causing yourself a lot of heartache and grief and straining your relationships, those that are closest to you. So I think you're getting away from this and just telling yourself, literally, it's just money, it's just stuff, and I can move on from here, I can move forward, I can make decisions to better my life. And I think simply because you change your mindset you're open to opportunity, and so you do have some opportunity coming in for you. It's like, this is like not chance. It's just like you're able to see the opportunity because you're no longer heavily burdened with financial issues that are weighing you down. You might still have these issues in your life, but they're not tearing you apart anymore, and it's not straining relationships anymore. I think you've had enough of that. So you're able to like have clarity. You're able to be open to opportunity, and that opportunity comes in March because you're just saying, it's just stuff, it's just money, and there's more coming my way. And I see like this Wheel of Fortune brings new opportunity your way. And that opportunity is with the Fool card. It can be really anything. I mean, just keep your mind open, your eye open, your heart open. Be willing to just be really open to receiving and seeing things that are a very important opportunity for you in March, because this is like a whole new paradigm for you, and it's probably quite different than what you're used to. But I think you take hold of an opportunity with the Sun card coming here. This is like bringing out the very best of who you are in life, and it's going to bring out a lot of abundance. I think you're realizing and counting your blessings with the Blessed card, and just that fact of being having gratitude and being grateful is opening things up for you in a whole new way, and your senses are really sensitive. Really, you're going to see opportunity or opportunities that are going to come your way that are really going to change things for you for the better. And it's the Sun card. This is the best damn card you can get in tarot. Really, I think that this is your creativity opening up. This is like being empowered. This is having God's source or spirit, the Creator, or what have you, whatever your spiritual practice is. This is like it really shining down on you. This is being kind of a fire put inside you. And taking things on that are going to, they're really going to shift and change things in your life. The Sun card is all about new growth. Things can't grow without the light of the sun. And so you're really going to have a very, very fertile time in March. There's going to be a lot of new growth starting off, and new seeds being planted, new ideas coming, new opportunity developing. And this is the time in March to allow the flow, the light of the Spirit, the light of the sun come through, and really just be open to that, and allow that empowerment to come in and help you and assist you. You're going to be very, very creative. You're going to have a lot of things going on in March, just because you're getting away from that whole stuck in the lack consciousness, the losing out of things, and not being able to let that go. When you let that go and you allow the light in, the sun is like, a lot of times we block the sun from coming into our life. We don't let the light show in. But this is really what you're doing. It's because you want this to come through, and it's coming through, and you're going to have a lot of good things in March that are going to open up new doors for you. It's going to be a very, very good time for you in March, especially by the end of March. You're going to be feeling very empowered, very blessed, you're going to have a whole different perspective. A lot of gratitude is going to be coming through, and it's really going to produce, just simply that is going to produce the opportunities for you. You're really not going to have to force anything. So Pisces, I really like this reading. This is a really cool reading. If this speaks to your circumstances, you'll know it, you'll feel it. You won't have to try and force this. You'll get it when you hear this reading. I mean, you'll know it was for you. If it wasn't for you, just leave it. There's always another time, that a message might be more specific to your circumstances. So if it was, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And Pisces, I will talk to you again next week. Thanks for joining me.